Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at Robin and his powers. Robin is he is the first character you get when you're on the hero side. So I think when you get to level 4 or 5 or whatever it is, you get Robin, and he'll be your first Legends character. For the villains, it'll be Harley. So it's probably best you know how he works. He is quite a good character. A lot of people say he's not that great, but I find him quite a fun character, and I'm going to show you why in a sec. Obviously he uses acrobatics for his movement. And his weapon is, for his range anyway, it's a kind of a version of martial arts, except from you don't get that kind of that combo when you hold triangle. It's with charged batarangs instead, but with the melee it's staff, which I find really good for stunning opponents, especially if you keep doing the hold square, hold square, hold square combo. You can if you can pull it off and you don't get knocked down or damaged by you doing it and like stop, then you can kind of keep stunning your opponent in place. So let me show you on this other Robin over here. You keep getting the stun and they can't get out of it, and it just carries on basically. You just do that by keep holding square. But obviously, you know, if they break out of it or block it and you get knocked down and that, then you know, it's not going to always work. But it's quite good if you can pull it off. Right, so let's get to his powers. Batarang Fan. Whips out a rapid fire fan of shuriken to knock down, damage and briefly stun all targets. So kind of done a nice little attack. Zoom out a little bit. That happens all the way around you. So you can, as you could see, I used it from sort of range there, but I think it's probably more effective when you're up close, because then you're guaranteed to get a hit, because the projectiles kind of go everywhere. So sometimes you do hit your opponent there, but once or twice there I missed, because it kind of just goes everywhere. So it's a nice power anyway. The next one is Staff Flurry. Spins your staff in front of you to prevent damage while damaging and pushing back enemies. So there you go, so it's spinning around, and if anyone was to try and hit me there, it would stop the damage briefly. I don't know if it was ranged damage or if it was all damage. Spins your staff in front of you to prevent damage while damaging and pushing back. Yeah. So if we try to let's see. So Robin's throwing and not wasn't hitting me for a couple of seconds there while I was spinning the staff. I just want to use it one more time up close so you can see the full effect. See, so you know, it doesn't stun them really or anything like that, but it does hit them. So if you use it at melee range, then you're going to get hits off of it. If you use it from range and someone's throwing things at you, like, you know, pressing triangle, using their long range attack, you can use that to sort of stop them from hitting you briefly. So it's quite a cool power. Flip line. Spring into a flip that damages and pushes back your target. So as you can see there, it kind of stuns. Something comes out and stuns your opponent. If you're in close, I don't know if you get more damage or not. No, it doesn't seem to matter where you are. You can be range or up close, and you get the same amount anyway. So you don't get anything extra from the flip that he does. It's more about the like the, what is that, like a cord that comes out that stuns, like a line. Spring into a flip that damages and pushes back your target. Okay, so the next power is stealth. Make yourself difficult to detect by providing unique attacks usable only while covert. So this one will make you go invisible, and then you get these extra 2 powers that you can use. Surprise attack, catch your target off guard with a high damage attack, or tied up, briefly renders your opponent harmless. So you can, to use this you'd have to use it when no one's attacking you, because if you use it then they can obviously see you and it won't work properly. So you have to use it when either there's no one around or there's no one attacking you, so that you can go invisible and use this power. Surprise attack, so you do about 800 damage there and knocks them down. Or the other one should put handcuffs on, but we have to wait for the cooldown. It's quite a long cooldown for obvious reasons, because otherwise it would be a bit too overpowered, I guess, if you could stay stealth all the time. Especially for things like the matches where you're kind of defending nodes and stuff. But it's really useful there. So let's use that one more time, and we'll use the what was the other one? Tied up, which briefly renders your opponent harmless. Don't know if anything happened there. Well, if it's anything like some of the other characters, it should like handcuff them a bit, but we might have to come back to that one. The cooldown. Forward flip launches a fiercely swift leap to close in on and knock down enemies, with helpless enemies taking additional damage. So it's kind of a power that you can use from range. It'll bring you in close, but you can't be too far away. As you can see, if from about there was okay. I think from about here it won't work. It's a bit too far out, so maybe from about this kind of range will be best, and knocks them down. So Robin's really about knockdowns and stuns, really, which are really good. Which is really good. Backflip Escape triggers an extreme backflip away from your target while you kick them into the air, with helpless enemies taking additional damage. So you could use this power to get in close, do whatever you want to do, and then use the other version, which is that backflip one, and it brings you right out of. So obviously you have to be in close to be able to use this, because this isn't going to work from distance. But you know, it could have its uses from distance. You know, taking a lot of damage from a character that's very good with ranged powers and attacks. You know, you could use it to get away from out of their range, maybe, and then, you know, kind of flank them or whatever. So it might have its uses for range, but really it's meant for when you're up close and you've done whatever you want to do. Or even you can just incorporate it into your attacks, really. But I find Robin quite fun, actually. I mean, I don't think, you know, a lot of people say he sucks, but I think he's got some really good moves, a lot of stun attacks, a lot of knockdowns, and some quite cool powers with some nice animations as well, especially for a character that you get for free and straight away pretty much at the beginning of the game, so you don't have to go getting marks of legend or anything for him. So he's a free character. And for someone who's free, he's pretty good. But I think it's where people don't really know him, or don't really use him that much. As soon as they can, they use someone else. But I find him really good anyway. So that's Robin and his powers. Thanks for watching. Bye.